Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to look at conditions of congruent triangles. Okay, so before I go into stating the conditions of congruent triangles, I want to talk about properties of congruent triangles. Okay, so properties that determine congruence of any shape. In this case, I will look at any shape, not only triangles. So two shapes are congruent if one, corresponding angles are equal, two, corresponding sides are equal. Okay, so corresponding congruent shapes are those which have got corresponding angles which are equal, or corresponding sides are equal. Those are congruent shapes. Now let's look at the condition of congruent triangles. Okay, conditions of congruent triangles. So condition number one, let's start with condition number one. Condition number one is when three sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay, when the three sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay, so for instance, I have these two triangles. Okay, so as you can see, these are the two triangles. They have got three sides which are 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 6 centimeter on both triangles. So this distance of a triangle, this side of the triangle is corresponding with this side of the triangle, and this side of the triangle is corresponding to this side of the triangle. Now before I go any further, you may see that the ones I've circled in blue, they are 6 centimeters both, meaning these sides are equal. Okay, from both triangles they are equal. And when you come down to this one I've circled in pink, you see that it's 4 centimeter in both. That means the sides of these two triangles are also equal. Then we have that 2 centimeter and there 2 centimeter. Now as you can see there, these sides are also equal. Therefore, you can say these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. Why? Because their corresponding sides are equal. Their corresponding sides are equal. So basically, this is how you identify triangles, congruent triangles, using sides. Let's go to the second condition. Okay, the second condition is two triangles are congruent when two angles and one side of one triangle are equal to corresponding two angles and one side of the other triangle. Okay, so two triangles are congruent when two angles and one side of one triangle are equal to corresponding two sides and one side of the other triangle. Okay, down here I've got two triangles which I've drawn, which I'm going to use for demonstration purpose to interpret the second condition. Okay, so now as you can see, we have got angle ABC and angle TUV. Okay, so when you look at these two triangles, sorry, not angles but triangles, when you look at these two triangles which I've drawn down here, triangle ABC and triangle TUV, these triangles, when you look at them, they have got similarities. Okay, or they are the same. They are the same triangles I've drawn, and they have got same measurements. So let's start with identifying the measurements. So let's start with 80 degrees. So in here, angle ABC, you see that there is triangle. In triangle ABC, there is 80 degrees there. Where it is sitting, where the angle ABC is the same as where angle UVT is. Okay, and they have got the same measurements, which is 80 degrees, 80 degrees. Okay, so they are equal. The angles, the corresponding angles are equal. So when you look at angle UTV, they are on top in the green triangle, angle UTV, you find that it is corresponding with the angle BAT. Okay, so that angle BAT, BAC, not BAT, BAC, angle BAC is 50 degrees and angle UTV is 50 degrees. So they are occupying the same position and they are of the same value. The reading is the same. They are 50 degrees, both of them. Okay, then when we come to the sides, we are just given one side, which is 8 centimeter. You find that this 8 centimeter is the same as the other 8 centimeter in the other triangle. So which means the length of the sides are equal. So when the length of the sides are equal and the angles, the two angles given are all equal, then we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay, these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so we have compared this angle here as well as this distance as well. So as you can see, they are all equal. So that means these two triangles are congruent. According to that condition, the second condition we are looking at, so only the triangles with this kind of measurements are the ones that are congruent. Okay, let's go to the third condition. So the second condition is two right-angled triangles are congruent when the hypotenuse and one side of the triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle. Okay, so this rule states that if you get two right-angled triangle, the hypotenuse and one side of the triangle should be equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the triangle of another triangle respectively. Okay, so down here I've got two right-angled triangle I have drawn down here. So what it means is these two triangles, first of all, they should be right-angled triangle. So these are right-angled triangle. Why? As you can see, these there we have circled in the triangle JKL, as well as here in XWY triangle. That shows that these two triangles are right-angled triangle. Okay, so both of them, they are right-angled triangle, so there is no need to check whether the right triangle, these angles are the same, because when we write like that, when we do like that, that means that is 90 degrees. So the angles which are circled there in pink are 90 degrees. So that means these two triangles, they have all of right-angled triangle. Okay, now after we do that, now let's check the hypotenuse. So we are told that the hypotenuse should be of the same size. They can have the same angle, which is the right angle, but if the hypotenuse is not equal, that would defy them not to be congruent. So here the hypotenuse in these two triangles is shown by that line and that line. Now when you see those which have circled in green, they are those signs. They show that if you see a line is drawn on a other line like that, that means this line in triangle JKL and XWY, they are equal. That shows that this line and that line, they are equal. Okay, so I'm talking about this line as well as this line, they are equal. So JY, the distance between JL is equal to, is the same as J, is the same as XY. So we are saying JL is equal to XY. Okay, so now these two triangles, they have got, they are made from a right angle, and they have got the same distance of hypotenuse. The hypotenuse, they have the same distance. Then let's look at this one now, the one of circled in yellow and that one. So those, they are indicated by two lines, meaning the length of KL and WY is there the same. They are the distance. These lines have the same distance. Okay, so that's why they are marked by two lines, and their distance are different from the distance of hypotenuse, because hypotenuse, there is only one line indicating there. So we can say KL, okay, we can say KL, that line KL, the one of circled in yellow, and WY, so we can say KL is equal to WY, so they are the same. So as you can see, these two triangles, they are made of right angle, and the hypotenuse is the hypotenuse have same distance, and one side of this triangle with the lines that are not hypotenuse, there is one side which is equal. So therefore these triangles are congruent, because they have got the hypotenuse and one side of these triangles are equal. So they are congruent because the hypotenuse or the hypotenuses are equal, and the two sides which are picked, they are also equal. Okay, so these, we can say these are congruent triangles because they have got the same the length of their hypotenuse is, they are the same, as well as the length of one side of these triangles, they are equal. Okay, so let's go to the fourth condition. The fourth condition of congruent triangles is two triangles are congruent when two sides and one included angle of the triangle are equal to the corresponding two sides and one included angle of the other triangle. Okay, so if the two triangles are congruent, that means these two triangles, they have two corresponding sides which are equal, and also two corresponding angles which are equal. Okay, so two triangles, if you are given and we say they are congruent, that means they have got two corresponding angles which are equal, and as well as two sides, corresponding sides which are equal. Okay, down here I've got two congruent triangles. So what we mean here is this. As you can see, this side, the one I've circled, and this side are equal. So that means these two sides, they are equal. So in these two triangles, we have identified one side which are equal to each other, and then even this side, with the one I'm circling on the lead triangle, they are equal to that side is equal to this side. So which means these two triangles have got two sides, two corresponding sides that are equal to each other. So they have fulfilled one concept of being a congruent. Now let's look at the angles. Now as you can see, this angle as well as this angle, they are equal to each other. That means these triangles, they have also fulfilled the concept of being congruent using the angle. So in short, we are saying these two triangles, they have got one equal correspond, they have got angles which are corresponding, which are equal, as well as they have got sides that are corresponding, which are equal, two sides which are corresponding, which are equal. So meaning these two triangles are congruent. So basically this is how you can identify congruence using angles and sides. Thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning Z mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video. God bless you.